latest edition of the Grind Fantasy Football Podcast. We're here with the producer slash host Travis Big Chops Gonzalez,
What's going
Greg
on?
the Governor Davis, saying what is up after a pretty miserable Thursday night game. It is
Yeah, that
week
sucked.
10 of the NFL slate, and it just got started off with like a kind of like one of those farts you just like really shouldn't have trusted. It's like, it should be good, but it wasn't good.
Yeah,
That's pretty much what we
it
were
ended up
treated to.
shitty.
Yeah, and that's pretty much the way it went. 17 total points scored. So you savvy bettors out there who had the under, and every terrible thing that could ever happen in a football game happened. This was it. This was good for you.
Yeah, this was your game.
Have you ever seen a punt blocked by a face mask before? Because if you haven't,
Not a punt
check
specifically.
out the footage from tonight. Skinner, the second of the Broncos, really stymied the Raiders there when he stuck his face mask into the path of the ball. It was good stuff. Good stuff.
Thrilling.
And that was probably the highlight of the actual entire game, which obviously proves that it was.
Yeah.
Thursday night games are the best. My favorite, hands down,
yes.
every single time. I get excited for Thursday night games. I look forward to them so much. They really keep me engaged for sure.
Yeah. Is it Wednesday or Thursday that's opposite day? Thursday, right?
Man, remember when they did like Christmas games on Wednesday last year? Like, come on.
Wednesday game. Oh my god.
Woof. Like last time we did that was during,
Unbelievable.
the year the world ended, and like people could get away with saying whatever they wanted. Now it's like, oh, we're putting games on a Wednesday because it's Christmas. Like, get a grip, dude.
Yeah,
Everybody
man.
needs to get a grip right now.
Christmas is for basketball.
So stupid. But anyways, that aside, how is your Thursday night? This 6th of November treating you, Big Chops?
Shitty. You scared the crap out of me when you said don't start guys on Thursday, and I started guys on Thursday, and they did crappy. So.
You started guys on a Thursday?
Yeah.
Well,
They're up
apparently
against.
you need to subscribe to the Grind Fantasy Football Podcast.
Yeah.
Available.
I know. See, folks, this is what happens when you don't heed our advice. Make poor decisions.
This is what happens when you meet a stranger in the Alps, Travis. This is what happens.
Oh, I got met in the Alps, all right.
Who'd you start?
Cortland Sutton.
You know, never mind.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
All right.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
All right.
It's all good. Nobody cares about.
How about let's talk about some of the things that happened during the week last week.
It was a big week.
Yeah.
Big old week. Colts got exposed. And that was pretty jarring. And then they, a bunch of players are putting on different uniforms.
Yeah.
Now maybe we should
the
focus
trade
on that
deadline.
a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. You want to talk about? Yeah. So
who did you see move? What are the give me the list? What are the high level?
I'll be straight up with you. There wasn't any like huge moves. There wasn't anything that was like, league changing. Just some minor moves.
So Trey Hendrickson is not a 49er. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah. Yeah, that's part of it.
Woof.
For sure. Yeah, the 49ers didn't really do anything. I don't know.
Well, that's okay. So
that seems like a whole.
Did make the cut?
What was that?
Said who did make the cut? Who did move teams?
Well, it's hard to choose like one move that was like the best, but I don't know. There's a couple that could potentially disrupt your fantasy hopes, and that Lockett. I guess there's not really much you can get from the Raiders offense, but Lockett to the Raiders. I've said this before.
I mean
It's
that
Bowers is
doesn't move the
their
needle for anybody.
tight end 1, wide receiver 1,
I'm
running back
sorry.
2.
Did Chip Kelly and Geno Smith get traded?
Well, yeah, I mean, then you got he
So
also
Chip Kelly and
worked
Geno
under
Smith are still
Pete
part of
Carroll
the
too.
Raiders.
So I mean,
Okay.
he's got a repertoire with quarterback and the coach. So he did do decent today. He just played a couple hours ago. I think he got like 44 yards on like 5 catches, so
Oh
respectable.
my
But I mean,
gosh.
it's not like
Ugh.
something that you want to seek out,
Woof.
like an
That's
answer to your
gross.
prayers.
No, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
No, we are not doing that. It is a terrible offense. It is a terrible quarterback who's oh my god, the hero handoffs tonight. Good lord.
Oh, I heard
Just
about those.
limping around like a good gravy. No, Geno Smith's not the answer. Chip Kelly certainly not the answer, and Tyler Lockett absolutely 100%. If you pick him up, you better be in like the deepest 16 team disgusting
Yeah.
league.
Just
Like
scraping the
that
bottom of
is
the barrel at that point.
just atrocious. No, we're not doing that shit. We're not fucking
Yeah.
doing that shit.
Yeah, no resin, no resin here.
Please.
But
That's all
I
I got to
guess
say about that.
otherwise, Jackson Smith and Jigba on the Seahawks has been one of the top receivers, if he's not maybe the top. He's played more than like Puka. How much do you think
Oh yeah.
his production is going to change with Rashid Shaheed coming to Seattle Seahawks?
Dude, Rashid Shaheed, you're bearing the lead here. Rashid Shaheed is the answer to the question of why does the trade deadline matter for fantasy purposes. It's Rashid Shaheed to the Seahawks. Hello, Sam Darnold just got a whole lot more attractive, and Rashid Shaheed can take the top off the defense. Your classic burner. He is not going to inhibit JSN's ability to work underneath and in the over routes. JSN's a complete receiver. He's probably for the rest of the year going to be the number one wide receiver in fantasy football, I think, just because of the delivery. And I think Shaheed takes so much pressure off of that. We'll see what it's a Kubiak system, so they love running the ball. I think it also helps Kenneth Walker tremendously. But JSN is the alpha. JSN is that dude that's getting, I mean, if he didn't get like 10 targets a game, something bad happened. And he'd probably take him for, 8 for $120 and a tutty every single time because he's that freaking good. He's on another level right now. He will be a top 5, maybe top 3 fantasy football pick overall next year. Just fucking take that shit to the bank right now.
All right, yeah.
So yeah,
you heard it here first, folks.
Good. And if you have Shaheed in your lineup, you're like holding on to him. Jake, the one game fucking he did anything, he destroyed me. So yeah, if you have Shaheed, that's an upgrade from Tyler Shah. And as much as I'm like Kellen Moore enthusiast, he's not on the same level as what fucking Darnold and Kubiak are pulling off there in Seattle. And yeah, it just takes that offense to another level. Seattle, low-key, super scary. Them and the Rams look real good in the West, and I think they'll match up favorably against what the Lions, the Bucks, maybe even the Eagles. Like Eagles are multifaceted, but the Seahawks are like right there, top 3 team in the NFC right now because of that trade.
You think this would affect maybe Sam Darnold's stock the most? He's not rostered in a lot of leagues, about between like 50 to 60%.
Fucking Troy snaked him on the waivers this week ahead of me, so I'm not real happy about that. But yeah, if he's available, change that immediately. There is not going to be unless I don't know who, unless you have like one of the top 5 fancy QBs, like put Darnold on your team. Troy picked him up and he has Jared Goff, right? So Goff is, I think, behind Darnold at this point, just based on strictly how the offense is being utilized.
Definitely.
And I mean, we we love all the Lions' weapons. Amon-Ra St. Brown is pretty gosh darn good. We like their tight end. We like Jameson as a secondary option. Their running backs are both excellent and have chops out of the backfield. But yeah, I think Seattle has a pretty solid claim to and Darnold as well to one of the top like tiers of fantasy relevance.
Yeah, should be good to watch how they do going forward. So yeah, I guess those are some of the biggest trades. Maybe some other situations that don't have quite as much of a fantasy sort of impact. You had the Jets with the fire sale.
Ooh,
Yeah, they got rid of a bunch of
man.
people.
Yeah, he said it doesn't impact fantasy. Like, what about morale in the locker room? Like, how are Brees Hall and fucking Garrett Wilson gonna respond?
I know Brees Hall's got like some deleted tweets about how displeased he was with the situation. So
Dude,
that can't be good.
Think about this for a second. He was getting dangled to the Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
And the Chiefs were offering a fourth, and Jets are like, we want a third. And so you're like haggling over what is essentially 30 picks, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, the Jets or the Chiefs will pick near the end of the round, so it's almost like a fifth round pick, from their perspective. But the Jets, for whatever reason, held fast, and now that information's out there, you think Brees Hall is gonna be fucking happy about that? You think he's gonna be super pumped that there was like a 1 round difference in compensation for him going to a fucking perennial winner where he can actually thrive that would benefit that offense so much? Because he's obviously a clear upgrade over Pacheco. And the Jets didn't do it, even after they already recouped fucking 3 first-round picks for
they're getting greedy.
Williams and Gardner. Like, that is crazy. And if I was Brees Hall, I'd be pretty. If I was Garrett Wilson, I think my ankle injury might keep me out the rest of the year.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you. But yeah, so
wild stuff out of the Jets.
Yeah,
dude.
one of those players, Quinnen Williams, went to the Cowboys. So
yeah, and Jerry Jones. Speaking of the Cowboys, like, talk about a big fucking loser in this thing. Gave up a bunch for Williams.
So great.
A first, a second, and like their first round pick from 2 years ago. Fucking idiots. And then they got like Logan Wilson, who's like older than us, and that seemed to make a lot of sense. They're going all in, dude. They're going all in on the middle of their defense for fucking 6 games of irrelevance because they cannot. I don't know. I guess they think Dak's actually like competent, but all the evidence on Monday night kind of pointed to the contrary on that.
Yeah.
I honestly, dude, nobody cares about anybody else's fantasy football team. Just for 1 second, I'll tell you that last interception cost me a win by
it
1
cost
point.
Hundreds and hundreds of people. Like,
and
it was.
And then
I've seen articles about it.
I was playing against.
It got me a win. For sure.
And then I was playing against stupid fucking CeeDee Lamb, who did like not enough to help the teams that he's on with me, but did just enough to that last reception you got also caused me to lose by 1 point. So what? Fuck them and their stupid asses. I hate it all, and this is what we signed up for, I guess.
They are the ones who are the ball lickers.
Dude, the poop shoot is it's pretty real for sure. Anyway, so that's the trade market for real life fantasy football, real football teams.
You want to take 5 real quick?
Sure.
All right. Yeah. We'll take 5. We'll come back with some hot, fresh takes for you guys
here on the Grind Fantasy Football Podcast.
Yeah, we'll be back in 5.
And thank you for those wonderful endorsements. You're back live with Greg the Governor Davis and Travis Big Chops Gonzalez on the Fantasy Football Podcast.
Welcome
The
back, folks.
grind. Pew, 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 pew,
All right, we'll have to up those production values next time.
I mean, we need like some kind of sound, like I don't know, like a recorded thing that's like, oh, here we go, like
I'll inquire.
like right before Iron
You-
Maiden goes on and they play Doctor Doctor.
Well,
It's
you
like
have one of
you
those.
have to have that recognition.
You have one of those pads. Just set that up. We can put some sound samples and shit on it. Cue
Do
up
like the
some.
reggae one.
It's not.
Do
It's
it
not
like
overdue.
do the train, dude. Like the okay, all right. Sorry.
Yeah, we're getting
The
sidetracked.
Grind Fantasy Football Podcast. All right, welcome back, Travis. So we just talked about some of the big trades and the implications that those may have on fantasy and or real life football teams. So what do we have queued up next on this wonderful Thursday night edition of Do Not Watch the Denver Broncos versus the Raiders
Well, we've got
edition of our podcast?
some injuries that can be significant throughout the league. These are definitely guys that are on people's rosters. So I guess
Okay.
the big one we're looking
Gross.
at is just Jaden Daniels, man. That I don't know if you saw the replay on that, but that was
Nope, won't watch it.
it was gnarly. It was gnarly. But I mean, I guess everybody's got the question. You know, they were down like 30, almost 30 points or something midway through the fourth quarter, and they kept their starting
Yeah.
quarterback in, and so a lot of people are asking about that. You know, and calling for the head coach's head.
Yeah, and I think Dan Quinn kind of owned up to that, but you do wonder, obviously, why that is, and yeah, that's not for me to say. He plays with passion. He plays with ferocity, a total fire
I mean,
that
can't
fuels him. That's why he's great.
can't
'cause
like
he- 'cause of
count
the way
him
he
out
plays.
though, because I mean, from the reports, I guess there's no broken bones and no ligament damage. So I don't know
Yeah.
how is the way it looked, but apparently that's the story.
Well, yeah,
So
so-
possibly he could come back for like playoffs. Fantasy.
Yeah, it wouldn't. I'd drop him immediately if I was on any team in a competitive league. Dynasty, I'd keep him, obviously, but outside of that, he's off my roster. Marcus Mariota is going to fill in clearly, and
Multi QB
he's been
leagues.
extremely consistent for the season. Pretty low ADOT, pretty low completion percentage. It looks like one of his preferred targets is Ertz. So I expect
Actually, do something.
I expect teams to load the box, and McCroskey, Merritt, Bill probably ain't gonna do a whole lot. In the games Marriott has already started this year because of Jaden Daniels' health issues. Bill didn't do squat. Terry McLaurin, he's obviously hurt, not playing this weekend out of the lineup. Deebo Samuel, same thing. So their ceilings and floors are also lowered tremendously with Marietta under center. So that one, as far as like a tertiary, spider web of fantasy implications,
Yeah.
it's all about the implications, big chops,
Oh, yeah.
as it were. Like the downgrade from Jaden Daniels to Mariota clearly cuts off anybody's fantasy value. I
Yeah.
would be dealing McLaurin if I had him. I would be dealing Bill if I could. Ertz probably the primary beneficiary, honestly, just because Mariota, can't throw the ball further than you, and the running game is going to get stopped up. So it's like they're host for sure. But Ertz, I think, kind of soaks up some of those intermediate targets and probably is the safest bet of any Washington, not Redskins, whatever they're called, Commanders.
That's cool. Yeah, so I guess maybe in like 2 QB leagues you may want to consider Mary. Otherwise, like, yeah, it's just
Dude, that's
avoid
brutal,
that.
dude. I'd rather have Tyler Shuck just because I trust the offensive staff more. Like that is crazy. They're so hurt. McCaffrey's out, like you mentioned. Debo's in and out. Fucking their number one, Terry McLaurin, who just goosed him for that contract. Like that's so. Anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, the running game's gonna be shit. Like they can't pass with him under center, so it's yeah. If you thought that they overperformed last year going to the NFC Championship game, and you took the unders on every aggressive 10-win season that the books were fucking touting before the season started, like you're just laughing, right? You're all the way to the bank. They won't win 5 games. They might have the lowest win total in the number one overall pick next year. Hard to fathom that, but it's not out of the question.
Yeah. So moving on, we got our second injury outlook. This one has gotten better. Earlier in the week, I wasn't so sure. James Cook was out with ankle injury, but it looks to be that
Okay.
he's been elevated to limited participant. So
Okay.
I don't think it's a situation where, I mean, I guess you could pick up Ray Davis if you have like a deep bench or something. I think there's better handcuffs out there.
Hey, just thinking kind of about the whole process. Where did James Cook go ADP wise during draft season, and specifically where did he go in our league?
I don't know about our league, but it looks like he was about Earth team or so. The running backs.
So overall, like third round,
I think so. Couldn't tell you
third, fourth.
about our league off the top of my head.
Well, let me just.
But I mean, he was tearing it up.
Oh, he's one of the, I think, the steals of the draft.
6 top 10 finishes so far. Has already had his bye.
Yeah, I think wherever you got, Jonathan Taylor, you're real happy, and I think wherever you got James Cook, you are absolutely just super duper happy out of your mind.
So it looks good for him. Like, remains to be seen how much it's going to impact like his workload, but I mean, looks like he is expected to play, at least at this pace. So good news for James Cook owners. But yeah, also coming back.
Dude, he went 45th overall in our draft to Blacked Out Boys, who I'm playing this week, round 4.
Yeah, that's a steal right there, man. That's It's a kind of a steal.
One pick after Omarion Hampton, and two picks after Travis Hunter.
And I mean, both those guys also had like major injuries too. So
just before Alvin Kamara.
I think those two guys were still good pickups.
It's good. I mean, yeah, it's neither here nor there. It's just them's the facts.
Yeah. But yeah.
All right, sweet. So yeah, James Cook, one of the best draft values this season for sure.
Yeah, but don't go looking for a Ray Davis.
No.
Again, like maybe if you have a deep bench, and if you're looking to handcuff your own running backs, but if you, in my opinion, if you got a deep bench, I like to go after other people's, not necessarily mine. I think that's better for teams that aren't quite as competitive. Get their own. Do you have a philosophy on that? Whether you get your own handcuffs or somebody else's?
I think you look at it objectively and don't really consider like who owns or who has the primary on the roster, I guess you could say. I think you just think about who is going to be the best player in terms of workload if the lead back goes down, and I think that can manifest itself in a lot of different ways. And I think that you look at the offense itself and the maybe past usage and like offensive lines, that kind of stuff. When talking about a running back specifically,
Yeah.
and once you put all those things together, it becomes clear that some coaches or schemes rely on like a single back, and that understudy is going to be the lead back rather than like, I don't know, say the Broncos, for instance. Are they going to give RJ Harvey all the rushing work? Or are they just going to work him in like in the passing game
Yeah.
more so? And just as an example. So I think it largely depends, and you do your research and look at your league and look who's available, and you say, I want the running back who has the highest likelihood of inheriting a massive role if there was an injury in front of him, and that you take all the other stuff and you don't really consider it as much. That's the one thing you need to think about is snap share, and obviously offensive prowess. Is a good offense is a shitty offense. Like I'd rather have the number two, running back on a good team than a bad team, and so you adjust that accordingly as well.
Yeah. So one thing I've kind of discovered I appreciate when I'm, consuming some uh, fantasy football sort of content, is whether, when somebody talks about running back pickup on the waiver wire, if they qualify, whether they're going to be, somebody that's week to week or, a long-term stash, 'Cause, I mean, there's benefits to each. Like if you have a solid, lineup of good quality running backs already, would like. I mean, I know Monangai, did great last week, but with DeAndre Swift coming back, segue into our next bit. Like I always appreciate when they kind of qualify whether they're a long-term stash or somebody that you want to take week to week. It's just like kind
Sure.
of a fill-in. Yes.
Yeah, and bye weeks certainly factor into that as well, not just injuries. So it's good roster management requires you to look a couple weeks ahead and look at matchups and see who's available, and try and pick them up before the market kind of shifts in their favor. If you can pick people up who are on bye like Monday night,
Yeah, it's
before
always fun.
waivers like set, woo, man, that's next level shit. Now you're juicing.
Yeah, so speaking of which, I mean, how much do you think? I mean, to me, it seems like the Monangai train has kind of stopped. He had that amazing game
Hmm.
last week, but with DeAndre Swift coming back, but at the same time, it's the Lions ex, offensive coordinator. So you think there could be
Hmm.
potential for Monangai to, continue to have opportunities with DeAndre Swift
Hmm.
back, or do you think it's
Yeah.
like over at this point?
Yeah, I look at it like a 70-30 at the worst, 60-40 probably most of the time. And I look at it as two different
Yeah, because
types
he
of
looked good.
backs.
He looked good this
Hmm.
week.
But I will also say that you're hedging on Swift maybe coming back too soon or re-aggravating the injury, or just being an older player. And so that could definitely factor in later in the season. Monagai, of course, is a rookie, and as we all know, like rookies tend to fade a little bit towards the end of the year just because they're not used to the NFL style workload compared to college. So it's
So
not ubiquitous, but it can happen.
say maybe
But
hold on to him, but maybe not worth a start this week.
you're not dropping him
Yeah.
unless, I mean, you can start him in the flex. I think you're hoping he just plunges in for a touchdown and maybe gets 10, 12 points, possibly if you're in a PPR league, and then great. And if you don't have many other options because of all the buys this week, I think Monunga is for sure a flex. And if you're in a deep league or a tough spot, WR2 or RB2 for sure.
Cool. Yeah. So a couple other pieces of injury news. We got Kyler Murray. Apparently, he went to the IR.
Mm,
This is even after he had
really?
been. Yeah. I think it
On
was
the IR?
today.
No way.
Check. But yeah.
Wow, that's weird since he was active for
Yep. It was
the
yesterday.
last game
Put him on
and
IR.
Brissett. Brissett started over him basically, and then beat
Yeah,
the
he did great.
Cowboys.
Yeah,
And
Brissett
then
looked
a
good.
couple days after that game, that he wasn't injured or on IR before they put him on IR. That's
Yeah, are there
interesting.
any
That's
reasons you
interesting
would
to me.
want to? Does that create like an extra spot on the roster you could potentially fill?
Uh, well, I think in in so much that you're just basically saying you're benched, but you're using the foot injury as the excuse. And the foot injury is probably pretty fucked up. Like, I don't know. It's
I mean,
that's
he's
a
a
lot of his
mobile
game.
quarterback, so a foot injury
Hmm.
is definitely. What are you talking? Yeah,
Yeah.
he is.
So
He
we
scurries
have
around,
a
scampers around. He doesn't scurry, he scampers.
so he scurries. Yeah, it's definitely something that inhibits his game, and he's very good at what he does. And I think he relies on his footwork quite a bit. And if that's hampering him, then surely it's probably best that he long term health does whatever he needs to do to get back on the field. But I think it's also a clear message that he is at odds with the Cardinals front office, and I think that this is probably his last little stint with the Cardinals. And I think that they think Brissett is better than him at this point with the offense. And look at Marvin Harrison. Look at Trey McBride. Look at the way the offense has performed since he's taken over. I think it's honestly in 2 QB leagues. I think he's probably not a bad choice.
Yeah, for sure. All right, yeah,
But yeah,
so
Kyler Murray probably done in the desert. I would say done in the desert. Travis, put it in lights on the marquee to be like, this is, dude. Wait till the 49th minute of the podcast, and he's gonna say it. Done in the desert. Kyler Murray's demise in Phoenix.
heard it here first, folks.
Is anybody listening? Can we discern that?
Do you want to know the answer to that?
All right, and next on the
Yeah.
podcast.
To wrap it up, we got one guy coming back from injury, Garrett Wilson. Still have a big question mark on their quarterback situation. Looked like Tyrod Taylor's a full participant in practice, so he had a knee issue.
Nice.
But yes, it's still up in the air whether it's going to be Fields. I mean, regardless, as bad as that offense is, Garrett Wilson has still produced. When he was in, he's got 4 out of 6 weeks. He had top 12 or
He's
performance. Yeah,
great.
he's solid. So he's
Like,
pretty much the only bright spot on that.
Well, Brees Hall's looking fine.
Yeah, but he had all
their
that
pieces came off the
drama
defense.
with the tweet that got deleted and.
Well, because they dangled him. We talked about this early in the podcast.
Yeah.
Rewind on YouTube.
I mean, he's a professional, so it's not like he's not gonna try, but still, like you wonder how much it affects morale.
Dude, it's a fucking clown show over there, dude.
Yeah, well,
Woody Johnson's terrible.
It's been a clown show for a while.
Oh, they're so bad. Like Aaron Glenn at least is good, and he'll fucking clean that shit up. But hey, he don't want to be there. It's the end of his rookie contract. Like the current GM didn't sign him. It's going to be great for everybody if he just his free agency. But if they tag him or whatever, since they didn't trade him, it's going to be just brutal. And Garrett Wilson's great, and
Yeah.
Mason Taylor, he looks pretty good, dude. We like that, but apparently Alvin Lazard is still on the team. And then Quinn Williams' brother Quincy Williams, who also didn't get traded, but was also dangled. That doesn't create a fucking awkward space in the locker room.
Not at all.
Right? My brother, who I played with for the last 3 years, just got traded, and they tried to trade me but couldn't. But I still play here. It's like, oh, that's tight. That's super tight.
Dude,
that's literally what just happened. Fucked up. Anyways,
crazy.
yeah, Jets are terrible. But to Aaron Glenn's, I think that's his name. Credit. He's not the GM, so he didn't make those things happen. So he might be able to kind of keep it together. But it's very clear that because of the 3 first-round picks they got, plus the second-round pick, thanks Cowboys, you dum-dums, the Jets are probably set up to be good in like 5 years,
I mean, hey,
4 years.
with them blowing up that defense, maybe they'll spend some more time on offense.
Well, Aaron Glenn's a defensive coach, and he'll get that shit figured out. They demoted one of their linebackers, and if you're in an IDP league, Maui Goa, I think is his name, is the name to pick up for their. Is it Maui Goa? Travis, you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Gee whiz. All right, so if you're playing IDP leagues, kids, best thing to do, target
Jets
linebackers
linebacker.
who play 90, however many percent. Yeah.
Somebody's getting bumped up.
Yeah, so the guy in front of him just got benched basically this week. And so that guy is.
Don't pick up that guy.
Where is he?
All right, we're looking at players.
Oh, Quincy Williams. So the guy's brother, Quinton Williams, got traded, and then Quincy Williams yesterday was informed that he lost his starting gig.
Wow.
So his brother gets traded. He gets
Kiko Mauigoa.
benched. Oh, Kiko, that's his name. Oh, dude, I thought it'd start with a K.
Yeah. Goa. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on him. If you're in need of a linebacker playing at IDP league.
Actually,
somebody
I'm
on
gonna just
bye.
add him real quick. I'm just gonna add him just for fun.
What if I do it first?
Because I got a boop. What if you do it first?
Is it a race?
Are you being racist?
No. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. All right.
But we
So
still got
Ian got
Jamie
mad.
Sherwood. Jets though.
Oh, he sucks.
Got some good
All
moves.
right.
Only one sack.
So
yeah, that about wraps it up.
that's pretty funny.
yeah.
All right.
I hope he only has one sack.
Come
Anyways.
on. What do you got for Niners Rams this weekend?
They got Puka, and Niners don't have
Yikes.
Warner.
Wow. Okay. Bethune had more tackles last
Let
week
me see what the odds are.
Than Warner has in his career. Isn't that weird? He had 16 tackles last week. Warner's career high was 15. Strange. Of course, they're running right at him. Obviously, I would. Yeah, if you listen to our podcast a couple weeks ago and you picked up Hayden Bethune on your IDP leagues at our behest, then you're probably profiting right now with that.
Ooh. 4.5 points. Niners are 4.5 point underdogs.
Oh, where is it?
It's 49ers are home. It's at Santa Clara.
4.5 points. The Rams are favored. I mean, I'd probably take the Niners, but I think the Rams are going to stomp. Well, I don't know. It could be close. The defense is playing inspired. I think Salah's good, but Stafford has just been.
Yeah, I think all the value's been sucked out of the line already.
Dude, their receivers are probably going to destroy our corners. Devontae Adams and
so
Nakua.
Bittersweet when your top fantasy players are playing against your favorite team.
Yeah, you got to dissociate that shit. But fucking Devontae Adams, dude, just that little 3-yard in for the touchdown every time. I mean, he gets
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
7
He's
yards
been
out.
a
It just
hot
says like
commodity for
all he
red zone
does.
targets.
Yeah, I mean, what a
Puka
great
puts up
pickup
the yardage and
when
the catches, and then Monty Adams gets the touchdowns. It's a nice kind of power sharing situation over there.
wow, they're so considerate.
Well, yeah, I think that's about it.
Sweet. All right. Well, thanks, Big Chop. Thank you for producing another excellent edition of the Grind Football Podcast.
Yeah, we'll see if we can try to get to you guys maybe sometime this weekend.
Woo! All
All
right,
right.
man. We'll have a great night and good night, everybody out there. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.